Hello fellas, welcome to Friendship Shaving. If you didn't know, my name's Mark and I'm really glad to be here. I've got a great shave for you today, I think. I'm going to be using my Karve Christopher Bradley razor, the aluminium version, and I've got the C plate today to try. And the razor blade today is something that I've been really looking forward to. I have a pack of Personna 74 blades that were very kindly sent to me by David Place. So David, thank you very much indeed. I've got one in the razor ready to go, although I had a bit of trouble, but we'll talk about that in a moment. I've got a new shaving soap and splash today, guys. I've got Santa Maria del Fiore by Razorock, and it comes in a big glass jar, so I'm being very careful with it, especially above the basin. So we'll just put that out of the way for the time being, and I've got a lather built on my brush today, and I'm using a brush from Andrew at AP Shave Co, and it is the titanium synthetic, not in one of their scratch and dent handles, which, look at that guys, it's a beautiful handle. So, got the soap in the bowl. Look at this guys. Look at that, it absolutely lathers up a treat, this soap. So we'll get this on and then we'll start the shaving with that Personna blade. This is a very nice soap. It is Razorock's, what would you call it? I can't think of the word at the moment. No, it'll come to me in a minute anyway. It's a very nice smelling soap. It smells of Toscana cigar. Now, I don't know what a Toscana cigar smells like, but this does smell like a cigar leaf rather than a tobacco flower that you get in some very nice scented tobacco soaps, certainly with the splash. It has mixed in with that tobacco-y scent some vanilla and amber with back notes of eucalyptus and menthol, and I think that there's quite a lot of menthol in this because my face feels numb for about half an hour after the shave, or cold. It feels cold, it doesn't feel numb. And yet I don't get my eyes watering like I do with some soaps that do have a lot of menthol in. So I think this is quite carefully crafted. Just going to add a drop of water to this. It's a soft soap. It mixed up like an absolute champion with about half a teaspoon of product. Very nice indeed. Very nice. I've got my usual collared shirt on guys, but I've turned the collar inside out, so, or I've tucked it under just to get it out of the way. You know, it's taken me years to work that out guys, honestly. So these Personna 74s, I'm really looking forward to trying these. I had trouble getting them, getting one out of the dispenser. They are originally coated with oil, and over the years that oil had obviously dried and stuck the blades together. So when I pressed down and pushed, of course, I cut my thumb. What was required was some silicone spray, lots of that, and a pair of point-nosed pliers. And I got a blade out in the end. I'm going to go with this now. So they were bought out in 1970. Originally, these blades. Oh, do you know what? That feels good. They were only in production for a few years. They are made of a tungsten alloy, which makes them extremely hard. And then they are coated with titanium. So, and that is to protect the tungsten. And I'll tell you what, guys, that feels fantastic. I mean, really fantastic. That is very smooth. It doesn't feel super sharp like the Amazon blades that I was using recently, or a feather. It's it feels very comfortable. You know, I'm so pleased that David sent me a pack of these. I have wanted to try these blades since I've got into wet shaving, because, you know, I've read about them. Never had the opportunity to buy any because they're expensive and rare now. So it's wonderful that I'm getting to try one of these. Personna at the time were owned by, I think it was David Morris, the tobacco company, and they thought to take on Gillette and kill their business model. And so they produced this blade. Gosh, it's good. But what they found was, to their dismay, some people were shaving with the same blade for months on end. So they were only in production for a couple of years. Oh, this is so nice, guys. Do you know what? I'm really enjoying the Karve Christopher Bradley razor in aluminium. I think it's a great razor. It's just a nice light weight. It's easily maneuverable. This C plate is very nice. The B plate was, for me, just a little bit too mild. But a C plate with this blade feels fantastic. I have the D blade as well, so we will try that another day. But oh, what a really nice first pass. Just wiping that a little bit before I pop it on there. Very nice indeed. Yeah, super first pass. I find it strange that I'm using a menthol soap today because it's very cold today, guys. Here we've had snow this morning, but I had a new soap. Got to try it. Got to use it on video. So the soap I got from Agent Shave, and it is 17% £2.95 for 250 millilitres. It's made in Italy. As I said before, it comes in a glass jar. Now, I believe it was my good friend Sven sent me a jar, absolutely a good few years ago now, with a few other things, and unfortunately when it arrived the glass jar was smashed to smithereens, and of course it's a soft soap, so they were all tiny pieces of glass in the soap. The jar, it was absolutely toast. So I never got to use that jar, unfortunately, but and I didn't really like the idea of decanting the soap. So finally, I've got myself a whole jar full. Very nice. The scent on the aftershave is a real cigar tobacco scent. What I call a dark tobacco, if you know what I mean. There's some quite sort of leathery aspects in with it as well, to my nose. Now, second pass. Do you know, this is a great idea. I've not got soap on my collar or anything. How has it taken me this long to work this out? Goodness only knows. So I wonder how many shaves I will get from this tungsten titanium coated blade. Titanium fibre knot, titanium coated blade. And did you know, I was talking about the menthol. It's a naturally occurring substance in some species of mint plant, but it actually fools your nerve endings into thinking your skin is cold, but in actual fact your skin temperature remains exactly the same. I think that's quite a fascinating little thing. And menthol was first discovered in 1771 by a German fellow called Hieronymus Gulbius. That's a name and a half, isn't it? Hieronymus David Gulbius. This is a very nice shave, fellas. Very nice indeed. Personna 74. I did think that they might have been produced in 1974, but that's not the case. So I assume the 74 is something to do with the tungsten. So as they were only produced for a few years, this blade is from, well, between 1970 and 1972, I would say. Oh, it's fantastic. Very nice feel to it indeed. Very comfortable. And that surprised me because it was such a hard blade. I thought it would have a real hard edge to it. But I'm not getting that. It feels like, you know, what they call a comfort blade. I'm using a drop of just warm water today, guys. It's far too cold for any of that cold water malarkey today, so just a drop of warm for me. But that was a beautiful shave. And here we are, I've got my friends. There we are, you can see that, the aftershave. A clear aftershave, it has some alcohol in it. That's one of the main ingredients in that. It actually smells very nice. Slightly sweet in the bottle, but that does change when I put it on. And after a little while, start to get that real, you know, on my hands is where I smell it. Start to get that real sort of cigar tobacco scent. But with the vanilla and the amber, very nice indeed, guys. Yeah, lovely. What a lovely shave today. So I hope that you are having some very nice shaves today, and I certainly have enjoyed this one with that Personna 74 blade. Excuse me, and my lovely Karve Christopher Bradley razor. I've been looking at the aluminium overlander razors. You can get different handles, and yeah, I've been looking at one of those because they are very nice. I've never shaved with an overlander, so to keep a lookout for that. Now, I'll tidy up. You take care of yourselves. Please subscribe if you would like to, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye now.